What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Screen. It's your girl Jazz, and in this video we're going to be talking about Pretty Little Liars Endgame episode number 3. I'm getting a little antsy. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm getting a little antsy. We're gonna do this episode rant like we've done all the other ones, and we're just gonna take it character by character just to make sure I try and remember everything. I'll probably forget something, but I'm gonna do my best. It's gonna be okay. Okay, let's start. Who do we want to start with? Let's start with Aria and Emily. Aria was trying to be a little goon this episode. They rolled up on Sydney in the alley and all that types of stuff. I thought that was really interesting. You see like her character kind of evolving. I think with all this stuff going on with Ezra and Nicole, it's easy to just kind of like get beside herself and like she's kind of losing her mind, but in the cutest, most awesome way. So it's all good. I thought it was really cool that they had all their little Caleb gadgets and are trying to figure out what's going on. I still am not fully sure if Sydney's lying and if she really is trying to cut ties with Jenna, and if she really just mysteriously has some benefactor at the bank who just happens to want to buy Jenna new eyeballs and be listed as AD, anonymous donor. Come on, son. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm not buying it, but I guess we'll see. What Jenna's motive is in all of this has me slightly flustered because I can't stand Jenna. We talked about the clicking last episode. She gets to me. I can't deal with it. So I'm really anxious to see what she's got up her sleeve and what the plan is for these girls. My heart is still breaking for Aria. I think she should just move on, run off with Holden and get it over with. Now for Nicole to be the person that was standing in the living room in the apartment at the end of the episode was confusing for me because where's Ezra? Isn't Ezra supposed to be taking care of her little crippled self somewhere? Like I don't understand. I feel like that goes back to him being a bad guy. And then, oh my gosh, do you guys watch Famous in Love? There was a spoiler, like exclusive clip within the first few minutes of Famous in Love this week, and it kind of makes it seem like AD is trying to tell Aria that Ezra killed Jessica De Laurentiis, but I don't know. That's what I got from it. If you got something different, tell me, because maybe I'm just slow. But that's what that seemed like he was saying to me. And then it's like, oh, find out who killed Mrs. De Laurentiis. So I don't know. It's all so mysterious. And then of course we knew Caleb wasn't going to be the one to die because they showed in the preview that something was wrong with him. So obviously it wasn't going to be him. Felt so sad for Toby when Yvonne died. I really just thought she was going to wake up and everything was going to be okay. But then they got married and she dies as they're planning their honeymoon. Like that's so heartbreaking. It's awful. I don't know. I was sad about it. I cried a little bit. Spencer, I don't know what's going on with Spencer. I guess we'll hear more about Spencer next week. Looks like her dad's like, oh, there's things you just don't understand. Like why I put my dingling in all the neighbors and impregnate them with children. You just don't get it, Spencer. You just don't understand. Okay, Dad. Okay. I actually have a really close friend that thinks that Spencer is in some way AD, which I thought was a very interesting theory. She even went back to like other episodes where she's made a lot of sense, just saying that Spencer's kind of like plugged into all the crazies pretty much. Like she has the most involvement with like all the crazy people. And if you think back to even the very first episode of Pretty Little Liars, she's the one who realized that Allie was gone, I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was an interesting theory. I still think Ezra has something to do with it for now. But that leads me to my next thought. Hannah's little designer business that she's got going on got a little bit more interesting when a giant voodoo doll of her showed up at the door. What I want to know is why the face is stitched on. I thought that was kind of weird. I was so frustrated with her and Caleb and just their blatant stupidity. Like a giant body gets dropped off at your door. The note says check the appendix and you're looking in books? How? What? Just dumb. I was so irritated. So I was glad when she finally found that out. And then it's like actually bleeding and gross. Cut to end of the episode when the Rosewood PD get a thumb or a finger, whatever it was, mailed to the police station. Whoever's attached to that finger, was that their real blood inside Hannah's like voodoo doll thing? Like the world may never, is that Ezra's finger? Is Ezra missing? Is he not a bad guy? Whose finger is that? And why is it just a finger? So it could be identified. That's why. Yeah, that That thought process just happened live on camera. So we'd know who's missing and they could start looking for him. That was a dumb question, but I answered it myself, so don't harass me. It's fine, I got it under control. This game's getting real, you guys. It's getting real. I think we're gonna slowly see the ladies start to crumble. Even though they know that the game is trying to rip them apart, I think they're still gonna get ripped apart. And I still think that there's just gonna be one survivor at the end of this game, and it's just gonna be magical and fantastic. I low-key wish that all of Pretty Liars was already on demand, like all of Famous in Love is on demand already, because I'd probably binge watch it and get it over with. I like Famous in Love, but I'm not as inclined. I don't have time to binge watch it, but I'm not as inclined to binge watch it as I am with Pretty Little Liars. I want to know if your theories have changed. With things that have popped up this episode, I want to know. Are you still sticking to your story and how you think things are going to play out? Or do you have new assumptions based off the way this last episode went? Let me know whose finger you think got sent to the police department. Also, I don't know what I think. I think everything I said. I feel like it could low-key be Ezra's, or it could just be some, I don't know. Now because Nicole showed up at the door, I'm thinking it could low-key be Ezra's finger. I don't know how I feel about that, because I was kind of set on him being a bad guy and that being like this huge shock and awe, but I might not get that, so we'll see, right? Get in that comment section. Let me know what you guys are thinking, how you're liking the Endgame episode so far. As always, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, God first, God bless.